Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. My name is Necroxus. Last time, we were sent to deal with some more increasingly dangerous threats to the 12's Wood. We are still here in the 12's Wood. We ended up being sent on a mission to find out, to chase a shadowy figure, who we don't know who it is or what they're doing, but ever since their arrival, the main military force of the area has noticed that the beasts around Gridania, the city, have become more and more hostile, especially the XIV, which are basically like these birdmen. And we went to go sent to follow this mysterious figure. We didn't find him, but we encountered one of the XIV weapons thrust into a stump. We also then encountered two curious individuals wearing white, who were clearly here investigating that as well. One of them, the small person, whose name we learned later was Papalymo, was looking at the Aether flow. Remember that Aether is essentially the magic of Final Fantasy XIV. Aether flows through everything. It flows through people. It flows through magic when you use it. It flows through the creatures. It flows through literally everything. And he was there experimenting and trying to figure out what was going on. And apparently there was a lot of Aether in the area where the XIV attacked. So much so that eventually a bunch of treants emerged from the forest and attacked us. But luckily, Papalymo and his companion, who we later found out was named Yda, Y-D-A, Yda, helped us fight them off. And we then kind of had a weird vision of that same crystal from the first episode. And it turns out the voice speaking to us was none other than the goddess Hydaelyn, the goddess of the world. And she was telling us that the shadow is growing because her light is waning. And we need to go and find all of the 6 crystals of light to basically stave off the darkness, and we found one after we killed all the treants. One of them came out there. So, now here we are. We're still in Gabino's Bower. We are doing some quests here to try and help the area, because, like I said, the beasts are becoming more and more dangerous to the citizenry, and we're here to fix that. So, I've killed my 6 hoglets, and I'm back at Pauline, like last episode. Yes, the elementals rejoice at your actions. The life of the forest relies on a delicate balance, and the unchecked proliferation of beasts would mean a slow but certain death for the 12's Wood. It's our duty to correct such imbalance, and swiftly, even if it means shedding blood. Though it may seem trivial, you have performed a vital service this day. May the elementals bless your favor. Alright, so we get a ring. I want this one for strength and dexterity. Let us... I have to find out where my rings are. Here we go. Okay, rings. Oh, that's wrists, not rings. Excuse me. I'm going to equip that, and I'm no longer using this, so I'm going to put it in my bags. I'm going to put it right in here. I like to keep my bags really clean, because otherwise I get, like, super ADD about it. I know, I don't actually have ADD, but I like to tell myself that. Alright, next quest, A Soldier's Breakfast. Pauline at Gabino's Bower needs an adventurer to cull some growing anole population, as well as gather some scaleskin eggs. A word with you, Rurend. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of the anoles on Naked Rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too been frequently interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts become more aggressive by the day. Their numbers continue to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era, you see, forcing packs of scaleskin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay half a dozen or so of the beasts, that should lessen the need to hunt, and also serve as a warning to the anoles to remain within the territory. I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break this spiraling growth, we must also target their future offspring. Bring me 4 of the anole eggs, and you will have played a part in returning balance to this area of the forest. Very much for a WoW comparison, these are very much Night Elven goals here. Trying to balance the forest, make sure one species doesn't become too dominant over the others, and trying to commune with the elements of the land. I guess it's a shamanistic thing, but also very Night Elven in nature. Alright, so I need to obtain 4 eggs and kill 6 of the anoles. So the anoles are these little weird creatures. These weird raptor things with wings. Let's kill them. I'm not sure if they drop the eggs or I need to actually gather them myself. I guess we'll find out right now. No, just slayed 6. Oh yeah, there are eggs over here. Okay, cool. So I am going to kill this one, gather one of these eggs, and then I will skip ahead to when we are done. Luckily, unlike Warcraft, like we discussed last episode, the skipping ahead usually doesn't take much more time because everything has a 100% drop rate. So I'm going to do all this, and we'll return back and continue on. Alright, we have finished our quests. Let's turn these things in. Ah, you've returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for these eggs, may I ask you to deliver them to... Oh, here's a name. Sub Kamazam at the Bannock. And all eggs are both large and filled with nutrients, the perfect meal for soldiers. She'll be more than pleased to see you, I should imagine. Alright, deliver the eggs to Sub Kamazam. Back at the Bannock. Alright. I will get to the Bannock, and we will continue. Alright, here we are. Who goes there? Oh, Rorend, it's you. Another delivery? Got them eggs, girl. Got them eggs! I'm not certain I should be the one to buy Nafika. These are Anole eggs. The troops will be glad indeed to see these at the table. And you say here Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear Anoles are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Rorend. Yay, what do I want? A ring? Strength and dex. Right now, it's not really worth it to get rings, because right now the 2 rings that I have... or I guess I could replace... This one, CP is crafting stuff, so I guess I can replace this one with the strength and dex ring. Let's do that. Alright, so, got my ring. I want to replace this one, but I want to keep this one still, because I can use it for crafting. Perfect. Alright, the next quest is called Spirit Hold Broken. Rorend, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Galfred, Chief Instructor at the Bannock, would entrust you with the task of investigating Spirit Hold. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hearer ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hearer and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Ah, you heard me true. A shadow. On any other day I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Ixali incursion in the West Shroud, nary a bella go. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rites in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. It must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you to go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. Of course I will. I'm the best. I knew you would not let me down. You have all the support I can muster. Now, we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. Don't worry, though. Feel free to stand here while I go do it. Alright. We are going back down to here where we were before. Spirit Hold Broken. So we're going after a shadow. A shadow! I really can't do Bane very well. I can do the stupidest caricaturist voice of Bane that you can imagine. That's basically it. Alright, so we're getting pretty close now to getting closer to what these levels are to our level. I believe that was a level 10 or 11 quest? This is called Spirit Hold Broken. A level 9 quest, excuse me. I have the quest list on my tablet here so I can see how far along we're going in each episode, because I want to keep a brisk pace. Between this episode and the next one, we should be out of the beginning area. But hey, I mean, I call it a beginning area, but we've already seen 2 pretty big story stuff, so I'm not really super bummed out about that. Alright, so let's speak with Alistan. Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here at Instructor Galfred's request, you say, thank the matron. Doubtless you already know, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hearer in the midst of the rites. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Rescue the missing conjurers and wood wailers. Alright, here we go. Trickster imp! Get out of here, imps! Oh, I want to show you guys my instant. I don't think I've shown you that before. The animation. Bam. It's pretty cool looking. That's my execute. I like the X. Right there. You are being aided right now. A great shadow towering over me. What in the 12's good grace? An adventurer, please, you must save the hearer. Don't worry, I will. I'm the best. I gotta kill this imp, though. He's going to aggro on me either way. Bam. Get out of here, bitch. The Witless Woodwailer. Galfred sent you? I am no longer of use here. Please, help the hearer in my stead. See ya. Oh, come on. I was not that close. I'm also 5 levels above you. Ice spikes are damaging and sometimes slowing down attackers? Do I have that ability all of a sudden? I wonder why he had that ice spikes thing. Alright. Away, vile fiend! Away, I say! I defy you! I defy you! Oh, an adventurer? We were ambushed. Ambushed in the midst of a ritual. And then I'm not sure what happened. See ya. Do I have a new role? A trait or something? Is that why? Why does my thing suddenly have another dot on it? Oh well. Alright. So, there's some imps over here. Let us fight them. Oh, so my straight shot is putting, like, the ice thing on them. Interesting. That's weird. Alright, so, these are the last 2 guys here, the 2 conjurers. And you're dead. Cool-headed conjurer. You were sent to help? I fear you are too late. The ritual has failed. I must needs return to Gridania. The Seed Seers must know of this. The Seed Seers are the leaders of Gridania. We will see them pretty soon, I think. The thing was no elemental, but a being born of darkness. The hearer languishes alone in the depths. You must help him. Let us get this hearer and see what the hell he's talking about with this shadow. Here we go. Time for a battle. Level 13, you'll be scaled down, so I'm going to be scaled down a single level. Let us see what this shadow is. Oh, shit. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may be awake to life. Oh, it's like one of the guys we saw in the very first episode, don't it? Also, he just summoned a giant-ass earth elemental. Uh-oh. Defeat the clay golem. Can do. I'll use my instant, and I'll use my buff to do more damage. I will keep running around and hope that helps. You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Oh boy. See ya. Bitch can't even catch me, I'm that good. Execute. Bam. Impossible. Never has the golem been beaten so sorely tested. That is the mask guy speaking, not the golem, by the way. If that wasn't obvious. Got him. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Oh, and he's gone. I think it might be safe to assume that is also the mysterious individual we saw being talked about in the last episode. It's a possibility. I mean, he did show up and then summon a giant-ass golem right after that, so. Oh, hey! Damnation, he has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Oh boy. Every time I see these two, I have a crazy-ass vision. Let us see what Hydaelyn has to tell us this time. Oh, maybe it's not Hydaelyn. Whatever are you... Shh, more birds. This makes it how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not for our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. Ooh, the first mention of the primals. Withered. The same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. Dalamud's anomaly is affecting life in the Twelves Wood. You mean the disturbance in the aetheric flow? The very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer for. Oh, all these names. All these names! The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Soir forewarned. Oh, the Louis Soir name drop! It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there is still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Wah! Oh, Yda. Ah, stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Sharlayan innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. I love Yda. If you ask me, they're an improvement upon that mask of yours. Damn, roasted. Hard to believe it's been 5 years already, isn't it? 5 whole years. I'm just adding words. Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the Twelves would barely recover it at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones, just in case the Ixal and the Garuda weren't troublesome enough. Or the Ixal and Garuda. Oh shit, a Garuda name drop. The Sylphs had to go and invite Ramuh, didn't they? Oh shit, Final Fantasy fans! Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Yda, look. Golly! And this is what exactly? Yeah, another disturbance in the aether, and freshly manifested at that. Seems to be emanating from Lifemen's stump. We must hurry! Ooh, and then they run right into me! I was there investigating. Did I see? I just saw their past. Interesting. What could that mean? Don't worry, I have my edgelord eye patch on still, so everything's okay. It's actually my helm that I'm wearing. It's just an eye patch. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. The good news is that the hearer is unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of body and mind. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the Twelveswood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeons, the Gridanians sent a hearer to offer the place back to the elementals by the way of right of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. And the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the 12's Wood's eternal guardians. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety and send his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Ul'dah. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papalymo, and the tactless woman beside me here is... Yda! Papalymo and I are surveying the 12's Wood together. Name, come on, give me that name drop. Pleased to meet you. Yda, give me a hand, would you? We didn't get the name drop. We didn't get it. Not yet, folks. Wait, there's something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. Interesting. Second episode in a row we've seen these punks. That I love so much. Alright, so go back out and report to Ul'dah. All the imps are back, but I don't give any shits. I can't jump over that fence, it's a bummer. Oh yeah, I can. Stop using Blizzard on me. It hurts me. Alright. All this happened inside Spirit Hold. 12's preserve us. Oh, come on, imp. Oh, I just skipped through all the dialogue. Well, I'm gonna have to do it again anyway, so. You stupid imp. You're making me miss my story, bitch. It's the worst thing you could possibly do. Get out of my face. All this happened inside Spirit Hold. 12 preserve us. Who was that masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must discuss this with Galfred. The matter warrants a full investigation, if I'm any judge, and that certainly will be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives today, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray, return to Gridania and seek out Miyun. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Yep, we gotta go back to Gridania. I'm gonna teleport back. So, Final Fantasy fans, I don't know if Garuda is actually... Is Garuda in other Final Fantasy games? I think she is in some respect, but Ramu, for a fact, is in many Final Fantasy games. So, it's just a little bit of a teaser there. Apparently the Sylph, quote, brought Ramu to the party, and the XIV are doing something with Garuda, but we don't know what yet. We also were then told that there's something called the Primals that are coming back or appearing, so keep all of that in mind, everybody, if you're paying attention to the story. Let us go back and speak with Mother Miyun. Back in Gridania. Alright. What's up, girl? We're back. Welcome back, Rorend. A little bird tells me that the hero and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tavern, if there ever was one. It's only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the hearers have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I leave you to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Her sentences are, like, for some reason hard for me to read. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with... Oh, God. At least on my mage, the names aren't as bad as this. Antoinette? Whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and soft pillow. Inn rooms are now available. Hooray! For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune. Guildleves. Guildleves are records of various requests we receive from the citizenry. They all outline manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontrant is our Guildleve official, or leave meet, here at the Carline Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. Guildleves are now available. By the way, have you perchance heard about the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommended that you take time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we were talking about you, Rorend. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young man. Thanks, Mother. I can finally get rid of this dumbass eye patch. I am the best! You now have access to recommendations. This feature list displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. The recommendation list can also be opened under Duty in the main menu and will be displayed automatically when you log in. This is basically telling you what to do if you log in and don't remember where to go. Alright, so I want to put on my helm. My eye patch should no longer be there, but I have a feeling that my gear didn't update yet. Alright, let's also move this to here. There we go. Alright, so I'll just talk about these for a second. Do I have to do these? I don't really want to. Leave quests are like little solo scenario things you can do. But I'm not going to really do them here because they're not really relevant to the story. So let's talk to Mother again and get the next quest. On to Brentbanch! Impressed by your progress, Mion wishes to send you on to Brentbanch Meadows, where you will find further opportunities to learn. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Do not scowl, I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since you first walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bent Branch Meadows in the Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, the men and women out at Bent Branch, are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a useful situated aetheryte. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy an aetheryte in the distance, you may congratulate yourselves on having successfully found the Bent Branch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Choco Porter service, doubtless the safest way to go to get to your destination. Choco Keeper Singer should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like yourself. The Choco Porter is essentially like the flight paths in a while, but you don't actually fly, you run on a chocobo. Be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head chocobo wrangler, when you arrive. Luckily, I think I've been there already off camera, so I can just teleport right there. Did I? Yep. I was doing some side quests and got sent there a little early than the main quest, so I've been there already. I do know that level 15 is the maximum level of the opening area's main quest, so I'm almost there, so I'm not going to have to actually stop and level up anymore, which is nice. The bonus from that 100% increased EXP event is coming in handy. Alright. We are to speak to Keitha at Bent Branch Meadows. I think I get my chocobo pretty soon, don't I? I don't remember. Level 20, I think, maybe? You must be the adventurer Mion sent word about. I'm Keitha, head wrangler around these parts. I've heard many and more things about you, good things, lest you worry. When the Elder Seedseer bade us welcome adventurers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard work and folk like yourself set about proving us wrong. Consider me a convert. Any road. You've a mind to help out the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've got a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. And you come highly recommended, so don't go letting anyone down, eh? I want this for sure. I get Dex, Vitality, and Direct Hit Rate. Dex is Dexterity, increases my damage. Vitality is your health. I believe it's your health. Yeah. And Hit Rate is basically the chance that you'll hit, and the higher that your hit rate is, you'll do slightly more damage, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see. I need some pants. I no longer have my shorts anymore. Rip. Alright, let's continue on. Feeding time is the next quest. Keitha, the head wrangler at Bent Branch Meadows, has some work for you. Seeing as you're new around here, let's start you off with an easy job that'll help you get your bearings. It just so happens it's feeding time for the chocobos. Grab yourself a few bunches of the broadleaf Geishel greens and stick them in the feeding troughs. Bent Branch is a big place, mind you, so don't go missing any. Good old chocobos. I gotta gather some Geishel greens from the field. Chocobos and Geishel greens. A Final Fantasy staple. Let's grab some right now. Hooray! And then fill the feeding troughs. Here you go, Chocobo. Oh, that one's laying an egg right now, apparently. That NPC kept saying, "You can do it, girl. Push it out." Geishel greens. And then... oh, the last one's way on the other side. I guess technically she did say the ranch was a big place. Alright. I mean, I did say it before, but you do get... I thought this is when you get the Chocobo. Maybe not. I haven't done the vanilla storyline in quite a while. It's been, what, almost 2 years now? Alright, there we go. And you can see there's lots of mini-quests around here, but I don't really need to do it because I'm getting my gears being kept up pretty well. Yeah. I don't have a belt yet, though. I'm sure I'll get one eventually. And if not, I'll have to do side quests. Thank you for dialing out the greens, Rorand. I trust you have a rough idea how the place is laid out while you're at it. Good. Here at Bent Branch, we nurture our chocobos from egg to young adulthood. So you might say we have them for the duration of their formative years. 'Tis back-breaking work keeping the birds free of illness and injury, and I'm sure my fellow workers will appreciate any help you can give them. Ooh, speaking of boots, got some boots with the fur. Wait, I want to open up my... There we go. Get my boots. Nice. I like how the gear sets also almost always match if you have the right gear level of items equipped. Keitha, the head manager, seems most distraught. See if there's anything you can do. 7 hells. Some bastard Kikurin has gone and broken... Ah, shit, I missed what she said. The filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when a guard startled it, prompting the damn thing to drop the egg it was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless them, but when 3 more of the vermin appeared, we had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about the Kikurin. Would you mind heading over to Matron's Leith and have a word with the soldier named Rosaline for me? The Ratman nest is in her neck of the woods. See, she'll know what to do. So some Ratmen came for the eggs. Them sons of bitches. Chocobos are cute and innocent, and you're stealing their eggs. You punks. Ooh, I was out here doing an archer quest off camera, so I'm back here once again. Bent Branch, if you're wondering why, you have to run up the branch actually to go progress the area, which is pretty cool. What's up, Rosaline? You're here on Keitha's behalf. I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say, and there were 4 of the creatures? The Kikurin are a nuisance at the best of times, but now we must add trespass and chocobo murder to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution needs to be swift and decisive. And who better than you to deliver it, adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Kikurin scramblers. We can send a no clearer message. Alright. Do I have to go up the branch or no? Nope. These damn Ratmen. Killing all them chocobos. Bam. Got him. Oop. I'm level 15 now. I can now get class quest rewards. I have to go do that. I'd have to do my archer quest, but I'll do that off camera. So essentially, it's every 15 levels if you're... or every 5, excuse me. Levels if you're curious. You'll get a new class quest. Until you get out of vanilla, and then I believe it's every 2 levels. But for 1 through 50, it's every 5 levels. you'll continue on your quest. Also, I realize these are not Ratmen. I'm fighting a Hornet Swarm right now. And usually those class quests will give you a new ability, or a new weapon, or both. Sometimes both, as well as a new piece of gear besides a weapon. So, you definitely always want to do them. And once you get to level 30, you then get to pick your job. Which is kind of like your spec, I guess, if you want to think of it like that in WoW. But it's way more complicated than that. Your whole rotation changes, your whole class changes, the way you play changes a lot. So it's really cool. I love the job system in Final Fantasy, I always have. And it's no different in this game. So, alright, so let's go back to Rosaline. And then I think we're going to end this episode. I think we'll be able to finish the opening area next time. What's up, Rosaline? The deed is done? Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the kicker-in will think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. Ooh, speaking of gloves, I got some new gloves. Do I want... No, I want these ones. These ones have dexterity and critical hits. Nice. Let's get these out of the way. Let's do one more. Fuck it. Don't look down. Ashajab, a wood whaler in the Matron's Leaf, is looking for a sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from their root to the nearby Heavens Pillar. Ho there, adventurer! You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the root of the Heavens Pillars here? I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn root and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The dire mites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head to the top, report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one of his more dreaded chores. Alright, so we want to pull these trumpets out on the root. This is what called Don't Look Down. Actually, we have still quite a ways to go, looking at this quest list. But we're almost finished. We're getting toward the end. Basically, I fell. Almost. There's 3 different starting zones depending on what class you pick. And then after level 15, the quests at level 15, they all converge into one main quest line, where you go everywhere the same place. So you end up dealing with the problems of the specific area during the intro, and then once you get to 15, you then begin the main story of Final Fantasy XIV. But it's pretty cool because you meet a lot of main characters in the intro. Like, we've met Yda and Papalymo. They're major characters. I know we're going to meet some more before this is over. In Ul'dah, which is the desert area that I did for my mage, you meet major characters that are not the same ones. Oh, you've cleared the root of blue trumpets. Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teensy-teeny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all must do what we must. Keeping the rut passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folks can traverse the Central Shroud, since the Calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not, perhaps, the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who would believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of a heaven's pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve as the forest's people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. Superstitious punks. Alright. Let's do one more. Theodore is looking for an adventurer to deliver a message. It is regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fella not too long ago. Would you mind passing word down to Rosaline below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough to marshalling the courage to walk down the route for my shift. Frickin' coward. Whee! There is fall damage in this game. Let us go down. Rosaline, we have some grim news for you. We saw that bad guy. A shadowy fellow, Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it's nothing more than a kicker-in thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would very much like to see it. Alright. Search for signs of the shadowy figure. We're gonna get pretty close to those giant-ass scorpions, which creep me out. They're only level 10, but they're freaky. And I aggroed one. Alright. Ooh, just look at them. They give me the heebie-jeebies. Let's kill it quick and get done with this. Execute. Out of my face. Alright. Search for signs. Nope. Deliver the leather bag to Rosaline. Alright, we found the bag. It says violators will be shot. Oh, that's a side quest that actually you could do at the same time. I just chose not to do it. Oh wait, no, I think this is my archer quest. That's never mind. Have you found something? Sorry, like I said, I'm not a super expert on the game yet. Remnants of a campfire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler. Inside we have a chocobo, grooming brush, and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveler make camp here when it would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows? Buggers me. I think this belongs to that stranger that's said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We've been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find this shadow. Ooh, a belt finally. Alright. Let's start this quest, and then then we'll end it up here. Rosalie would like you to warn other sentries of the stranger's activities. We cannot allow the other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we've learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the Shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. God damn it. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Elgar sees the letter. He's from the Power Rangers show. He stands watch within the stable, so if the stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Elgar may have personally put an end to it. Alright. So, we're gonna go deliver this message to this guy next time, but let's put our belt on first. I don't think it actually looks like anything, but let's see the ring we have. Alright, so we're all good. So we are level 15 right now, which is pretty dang cool. You can see there's a fancy little list that shows all the things. Right now, a physical range DPS is just an archer and a machinist. You can't actually even make a machinist until you get to level 50, I think, and you get to the first expansion. Right now, if you're curious, I picked a thaumaturge, and then your job after you're a thaumaturge is a black mage, and that's my main. So, alright, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll continue on next time, where I hope we can finish the opening area, but we'll get really close either way. But until then, stay awesome. And yeah, the story continues. Farewell.